A few years ago, my life was torn apart by the woman I thought I'd spend forever with. Now she's come crawling back, and all I could do was laugh and walk away. I met Olivia in college. She was radiant, full of energy, always the center of any room. We dated for 4 years and got married when we were 25. Life wasn't perfect, but we were partners. At least I believed we were. I was building a career as an engineer. She became a nurse. We worked long shifts, passed like ships in the night sometimes. But I thought we were in it together. Then she started to change. She pulled away, constantly on her phone, too exhausted for date nights, wearing perfume she never used before. I chalked it up to stress. I trusted her. I wanted to believe things would get better. Everything came crashing down when she forgot to log out of her email on our shared laptop. Hotel confirmations, flirty messages, pictures. Turns out she wasn't just cheating. It was a full-on relationship with a doctor from her hospital. It had been going on for months. When I confronted her, she didn't even deny it. Just looked me in the eye and said, "I haven't been happy for a long time." Like that excused it. I tried to take the high road. I offered a peaceful split. Even told her she could keep the house, and I'd help out financially until she found her footing. I wanted to walk away with my dignity. She wanted blood. She hired a ruthless lawyer and painted me as some kind of monster in court. Emotionally abusive, controlling, unstable. Said I worked too much and neglected her. She cried in front of the judge, claimed her mental health was at risk. And it worked. I lost everything. The house, half my savings, and had to pay her spousal support for 3 years. I went from a cozy townhouse to a dingy one-bedroom above a pizza shop. My credit tanked. I started having panic attacks just getting out of bed. But I didn't stay down. I went to therapy, got serious about the gym, got promoted, met new people. Eventually, I bought a little house of my own, adopted a dog, took trips. I learned to live alone, and like it. Meanwhile, word got around. Her fairy tale with the doctor didn't last. Turns out he'd been cheating on her too, with a much younger woman. Kicked her out less than a year after she moved in. Poetic, really. 3 years after the divorce, she messaged me. Just 5 words. "Can we talk for a second?" Against my better judgment, I agreed. She looked different, worn down, hollow in a way she never let me see before. Said her ex left her, she was broke, couldn't afford rent, lost everything. Told me she missed me, that leaving me was a mistake. She still loved me, wanted a second chance. Said she'd do anything, even therapy. I just stood there quiet, calm. My heart pounded, but my face gave nothing away. "You didn't leave me," I finally said. "You destroyed me. You took everything and threw it away for someone else. And now that he's gone, you want to come back." She broke down, crying, begging. But I couldn't feel anything but a dull sense of irony. "I buried the man who loved you," I told her. "He's gone." Then I walked away. She kept texting for weeks, apologies, excuses, even guilt trips. "I always thought you were the love of my life," she wrote. "But I don't owe her anything now. Not my time, not my heart, not my forgiveness. I gave her everything once. This time, I kept something for myself, peace." Then things got even worse. I found out she had been pregnant with his baby when she left me. But after he disappeared on her, just ghosted her, she had a miscarriage. Turns out, he'd been engaged the entire time they were together. She wasn't the main thing. She was just the side story. That realization shattered her. She spiraled hard, started stealing medication from the hospital she worked at, and eventually lost her nursing license. About 2 months after we last spoke, she sent me a handwritten letter. Said she was suicidal, said her life was falling apart. I won't lie, reading that broke something in me. No matter how deeply someone hurts you, there's always that part of you that remembers who they were before the damage. And I cried. But I didn't go back. I sent her a list of therapists, some mental health hotlines. I wished her well, but I didn't offer comfort, and I didn't try to fix her. I'm not a rehab center for people who broke me. If you've made it this far, thanks. I'm not sure what I was looking for in telling this. Maybe closure, maybe validation, or maybe I just needed someone to listen. But if you're out there, in a place where someone shattered your world, and somehow convinced you it was your fault, take this as your sign. You can heal. You can rebuild. And you don't have to welcome them back, just because they suddenly realize what they lost. It's been almost a year since I last heard from Olivia. The final thing she sent me was a voicemail, sobbing, saying she wished she could go back to the beginning, that I was the only man who ever truly loved her. I listened once, deleted it, then took my dog for a walk. I watched the sunset from my backyard and felt nothing but peace. It hit me just how far I'd come. From a man crying on the bathroom floor of a crappy apartment, to someone who could hear her voice and feel nothing. Just quiet. Just peace. But that wasn't the end. Karma didn't stop there. Her own family turned their backs on her. Her mother, the same woman who once stood up in court and called me manipulative, called me 6 months ago to apologize. She said Olivia had lied to them all, borrowed money and never paid it back. Even her sister told her not to show up for Thanksgiving unless she got her act together. And that guy, the doctor? She tried to sue him for emotional damage, probably hoping for a payout. It got tossed out almost immediately. A friend sent me the court papers with the message, "Guess Karma's got hands." She lost her license for good. Her appeal was denied. No hospital, even out of state, would touch her. She's back in our hometown, working the night shift at a gas station. I ran into her once, stopping in for a Red Bull. She looked up, froze, didn't say a word. I just gave her a polite smile, nothing cruel, just distant. Like seeing a ghost. Later, people messaged me, saying she'd told them I abandoned her when she was struggling. I didn't defend myself. Didn't air out the truth. I just said, believe whatever helps you sleep at night. Because by now, I don't need revenge. I don't need to prove anything. I've got peace. If you've ever been through something like this, someone destroying your world, and then expecting you to help rebuild theirs when it all crashes down, you know how tempting it is to say, I told you so. But you don't have to. The best revenge isn't anger. It's not gloating. It's not even success. It's indifference. It's building a life they don't get access to anymore. It's walking away. Not because you're bitter, but because you've finally found freedom. I'm not saying I'm totally healed. There are still moments. Songs I skip. Memories that sting. But every day, I move further away from the broken version of myself she left behind. And if she ever finds this, because let's be honest, she always did love snooping, just know this. You taught me what love should never feel like. And I truly hope one day you become someone who doesn't need to hurt others to feel strong. But that growth, that healing, it won't be with me. Not now. Not ever again.